Taurus day. You look like you're about to go on vacation. I'm literally like laughing at the fact that if you come from my last vlog and jump into this one, it's like I haven't even moved. Happy Beltane, you guys. It is May 1st and I feel like there's just like a glare that's like going around my face. Oh, I think it's just gonna be there. I don't know what the glare is coming from, you guys. Okay, it's just there. So if you missed the last vlog, I, this past weekend, participated in the 24-hour horror-a-thon, and I had a lot of fun with it. I read some good books. I read Jawbone. Finally, I've been kind of like putting this one off. The writing retreat, able to make it to a couple of the lives or watch them like a little after they went live. But yeah, it was a really good weekend. We watched some horror movies too. Finally got to see Scream 6. I really wanted to see it in theaters, but it just didn't happen. What is new? But yeah, go check out that vlog for my thoughts and everything, because I did kind of get in on the subject of that. Today is going to be very casual. This is going to be probably the only time you see me today, because today my mindset is going to be focused on Beltane and just kind of bring in this like relaxed and just calm. I'm going to try to stay off my phone a lot today. I'm going to just try to be very present and get into that manifestation and setting those intentions and all of that. I do plan on doing my little like ritual later today, so maybe I'll show you guys that. But for now, I just wanted to let you guys know that I'm going to be reading End of Watch. I did not finish this. I only made it like 10% more into this during the 24-hour horror-a-thon. So I'm gonna try to finish this today or tomorrow. We will see. But yeah, today is going to be just good vibes. I'm going to try to do a little bit of laundry and just, you know, just try to stay like peaceful throughout the day, because that hasn't happened a lot lately. If you guys didn't know, Beltane is a good in-between spring and summertime. We're kind of like bringing in the warm months, and the veil of putting your manifestations and, you know, setting your intentions and all of that is very thin today with the universe. So setting those today is very important. So I guess you could say it kind of enhances those intentions and those manifestations out into the universe. But later today, like I said, I'm going to go out. A big part of this is yellow flowers. And actually in particular is dandelions, which are pretty common to find. I usually can find quite a few. I feel like although, you know, summer is not really my time to shine, I usually have a harder time during the summer than I do like when fall hits, you guys. I feel like I'm a completely different person, but I'm really hoping to manifest this season and love this season and do a little bit better with it this year. One thing that I found really cute about this is that it is around yellow flowers, and that's kind of like how my boys and me and my boys have like a little connection with yellow flowers. Ever since they were really little, they would always bring me dandelions, and I had to put them behind my ear. So I'd always wear a dandelion behind my ear, and now even like Axel, he'll say like, oh, my mommy's favorite flowers are yellow flowers. And it's just because he has watched Roman always bring me yellow flowers, and now he's always bring me yellow flowers. It's really, really sweet. But yeah, I'm going to try to go find some of them. I don't think I'm going to be able to find any daisies. We do have these little white flowers that have like the yellow on the inside, and usually I can find those around the yard. I'm not really sure what they're called. They kind of look like a daisy, but Beltane is all about rebirth, passion, love, new starts, and fertility. I plan on doing the bowl of water with like the flowers offering, and then lighting the candle. I really liked the candle concept because it symbolizes the sun and warmth in the summer months, and it's supposed to bring us warmth, light, and energy in the coming months. And if I need anything, it's energy. Besides that, like I normally do with full moons and that type of ordeal, I like to manifest and set my intentions, and this usually involves meditation and writing in my journal. And I feel like I've been doing my like full moons and sometimes new moons or certain like if a solar eclipse is happening or something like that, then I usually am participating or looking more into like what I need to be doing for my mindset. And I have really been loving the spiritual journey I'm going on. So I kind of wanted to enhance that a little bit more with going into like the seasons and learning more about those holidays and what I can do to better my mental health and kind of align everything with what the universe is throwing at me. Because I mean, we are still in, or Mercury is still in retrograde. So it's like, it's a confusing and trying time right now. So I'm hoping that today will be a moment to kind of like stand back from that and be like, you're gonna be okay. We're gonna do these things so that the next few months are great. And I also have some dandelion honey that my mom made. I have one little jar left of it. So I'm going to drink some tea tonight because I love my nightly tea and I haven't done it in so long. And I'm going to put some dandelion honey in it, and while I'm doing my manifestation and writing my good intentions down. So I may not see you guys again today, but if not, hopefully I will be back tomorrow with some type of interesting content for you.
No, I'm not. Yes, you are. Fine, I'll sign this and I'll go to Texas with you. Oh man, that stupid duck. Okay. Look at that view.
It's rainy today.
I know. It really is.
See your shirt. Today is Decades Day, and Roman wanted to do 70s. So this was our adventure last night at 11 p.m.
Wait. You were up at 11 p.m.
Yeah, working on your shirt. And then Axel is going to have cupcakes today at school for his birthday.
I was probably up at 11 p.m. too.
You excited for cupcakes?
Yes.
You sad? Okay.
Just because my friends are not.
I know, we had to take the bush out. We're going to get a new bush. Okay, let's go. Is it Mercury in retrograde or is it Mercury in retrograde? As you can see, it was a pretty emotional morning. And it has been pretty much every day this week. Oh my goodness. Long story short, this winter, our poor like bush or hedge, whatever it is, beautiful. I absolutely loved it. But we've had it ever since we've moved here, and obviously it's been here like way before that too. And if you hear snoring, it's my dog Riley. But it didn't survive this past winter, and it was pretty devastating. I was pretty devastated myself. So we had to take it out. It was actually two, but one of them was much bigger, and that was the one that was like fully dead. And the other one just looked so awkwardly placed there that we just took them both out. And it's a mess outside right now, so do not mind that. I'm like more focused on getting the living room situated right now because I'm like, let's worry on the living space and then like we can get back out there. And we were going to this weekend, but now it's raining, so joy. But yeah, that was a process, and we still have to like dig out like the stumps from them, and yeah. Anyways, while cutting them out, Axel lost his ever-loving mind and said that the bushes were his best friend and now that they were dead. And he's very fixated on death these days, and he gets very, very emotional about it. And it's really hard trying to talk to a 6-year-old, almost 7-year-old, about it. But his birthday is this weekend. He's turning 7 this weekend, and so I'm emotional. And it's Mercury in retrograde. Today is a freaking full moon and eclipse. Like, Oh my gosh. But hopefully his mood will lift because he's going to have cupcakes and surprise balloons delivered later on at the school for him. So I hope that kind of like lifts his spirit a little bit. It feels like a Monday, but it's actually Friday. Hallelujah. But this weekend is going to be really busy because we have his birthday party. And that means a lot of family, a lot of people, and my nerves are already shot. So I'm on the struggle bus right now. It's also Rose's Spirit Week, and he actually wanted to take over the vlog this morning, and I said, have at it. Oh my gosh, this child. I think he was super excited for his shirt today, which makes me so happy because like he just hasn't really seemed like too into his Spirit Week this week. It actually stinks because like I feel like this is one of his coolest Spirit Weeks he's had. He is in 3rd grade, so it's his first time map testing this year, and there's a lot of mixed emotions about it. But this week they're kind of like having more of like they're obviously like practicing and reviewing things for it, but they're trying to throw in a lot of fun things, and that's why they did a Spirit Week. But it's like all centered around like games. So like one day was like Uno day, so like you're supposed to dress like a certain color head to toe, or you can wear tie-dye, which is what he ended up doing. And that means you're like, you know, the color changer or whatever. And then there was, what was it? One day was, I think it was yesterday, was like dress up as your favorite game or video game, and he wore like a checkered Fortnite shirt. One day was nerd day, and he literally just wore a striped shirt. He's just kind of getting to that age where he's like more embarrassed on certain things, so he's just like, I don't know if I want to do that. And you know, you can tell him like there's gonna be a lot of kids that are gonna dress up and have like a lot of fun with it, you know, so you should too. And so he did decide to wear some of my like blue light lenses, just like Axel did on like the 100th day of school, and that was pretty cute. And then yeah, today is Decades Day, so he picked 70s. I was kind of bummed. They only put 60s, 70s, and 80s on there. I was like, we could have done something really cool for the 90s. But we procrastinated. We actually had the other part of the week planned out with what he would wear. But we could not figure out what to do for today because we just know Roman's not going to like really like go all out for the outfit without kind of like feeling a little like embarrassed. We don't want him to feel uncomfortable, you know? So last night we were up like brainstorming, and I think it was like around 11 p.m. finally we're like, okay, well we had some of that like printer paper that you can like iron on, you know, your clothes, like print out a design and then iron it on. And he had a crew neck in his closet that I was like, he's worn this like once, so let's just pull it out. Let's put 70s design on it, and we surprised him with it this morning, and thankfully he loved it. And I do too. I think it's really cute, and he loved like that the peace sign was like the emoji peace sign. So anyways, he's excited, and he informed me that today their 3rd grade is having a dance party, so he's really excited for that too, which that just shocks me. This kid loves to dance, but literally anything else is like too much for him. But I'm like, man, he knows how to dance. He's got some moves. But I wanted to jump on because I haven't vlogged much this week, as you guys are probably aware, because it's Friday. Honestly, it's been a very intense week when it comes to Mercury in retrograde, emotions. I'm on my period. Like, it's just been a lot going on. I'm trying to like, I've got stuff ordered and delivered for Axel's party I have to go through today, make sure I have everything, because I haven't even done that yet. There's a lot on the agenda today. But I also this week started going through all of my like SD cards and really realized like how far behind I was on editing my vlogs. So I was like, okay, I've been really enjoying vlogging, but we've got to slow your roll and you've got to get some things edited. So that's what I've been working on this week. I'm actually exporting one right now, and my laptop is being so stubborn, so it hasn't been a fun process. But I realized last night when I was like, when I started like editing these, I had realized like my next one that's gonna go up, it'll already be up by the time you guys see it, but I literally am doing like my March book wrap up. March. I'm like, oh my gosh, like I actually am planning on filming my May TBR today, and I'm like, It's already May. It's May 5th today, and I'm like, I'm already behind on my TBR for this month, but I'm literally about to post my March wrap up. Bear with me, you guys. There is like parts in these vlogs that like I love and I really want to still post them, but like I've been battling with myself this week, like should I just like erase so much of this? But I'm like, then I'm not gonna have anything to post for a while again, and I'm probably gonna spiral. I'm not gonna want to edit anything, so bear with me. I'm trying to just chop them down, and then there's probably just going to be a bunch of vlogs like rolling out. Obviously, this is in the future, so you guys are probably just going to be like, whoa, another vlog, but that's what happened. It's just been a very busy time, but hopefully you guys see this in May. But more than likely, you probably won't. But yeah, we had Beltane at the beginning of this week. Now, we've been in Mercury and we've been in retrograde, and I think it's till like the 15th, which is exciting. And today I'm trying to watch the time because I think it's like 10:15 my time is the eclipse in Scorpio. And one of my favorite Instagrammers for anything like astrological or anything or horoscope is definitely Lisa Stardust. I love her, but also the Hood Witch. And she posted about it saying like this week is really intense. So yesterday, Venus in Gemini squares Neptune in Pisces, making us believe in happily ever after romances and visions, even if that's not the reality. The lunar eclipse in Scorpio on May 5th pushes us to grow and evolve, which is nice. But Venus connects with Jupiter and Taurus on the 5th, motivating us to move into the next phase of our lives with ease. Venus enters Cancer on May 7th, Sunday, heightening our emotions and tender sentiments. The Sun and Uranus unite in Taurus on May 9th, pushing us to embrace our individuality and uniqueness. So like, sounds like really great things, but there's just like a lot of emotions involved with all of this. But I do love her witch tip, saying to spend this time during Mercury in retrograde and also the lunar eclipse by connecting with your past. It says looking at old photos and discussing memories with others. If there are moments or bonds that you want to mend, then start with forgiving yourself. The first step is healing. In healing is to absolve the hurt you feel inside. Then you can decide if you want to reach out to others to do the same. And I always love her tips. But one of my things today was this morning, I knew that Axel was emotional again today. So I just picked him up this morning and I just hugged him for a really long time. And I talked to him about when he was a baby and how I used to hold him all the time like that and rub his hair. And, you know, he just like smiled like the whole time. And it was just like such a heartfelt moment. But like, it just like made me feel so much better because my nerves were kind of like wrung. I've had really bad insomnia this week and didn't sleep at all last night. I'm literally running on this latte and my list to do today is quite intense before the weekend. So I just kind of feel like some of these days I'm just like flying by the seat of my pants and there's not much I can really do about it. But yeah, it's the little things that kind of bring you back to reality and be like, you know, these days are like limited and like my babies are growing up on me. My baby is literally turning 7 this weekend, and I kind of feel like I'm losing my mind a little bit. I hope that you are handling the eclipse okay, and just know we're almost halfway to the end of it. I don't know if it's this whole retrograde and everything else going on, but I've been a mood reader this week. I don't really have much to update you guys on. I did finish the last Bill Hodges book, End of Watch. Sneak peek, I gave it 5 stars, but I'm filming a whole video like on the series in general, so you'll have to wait for that whenever I can actually like sit down and focus and like give you my full thoughts on the series. I've been doing a little bit of an experiment. I think I've mentioned it maybe already, but I'm literally reading Midnight Sun for the first time ever by Stephanie Meyers, and Twilight at the same time. Oh my gosh, it's it's been a time already. I'm about halfway in, and it's quite the journey. But you know what? I'm actually like been giddy and excited, you guys. I think it's like the nostalgia, but it's also like Midnight Sun seems like so fresh and new. Like I'm reading Twilight for the first time again. It's so cheesy, but I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm like cheesing up while I'm reading it. I'm like, what's wrong with me? But if you were curious, Edward's POV, so much better. And you know what? All the people saying that Edward is so toxic, I beg to differ. I think Bella is the problem. But I'm going to leave you guys there. I did want to say that I just got out of the shower. I came home after dropping them off, jumped straight in the shower because yesterday I got a package from L'Oreal. It's on their new hair like line. There is kind of like a pre-treatment that I tried out. You like leave it in your hair for like 5 to 10 minutes. No, this is not sponsored, but they did send it to me, and my hair, since I've done this like brightening bleach situation, it's been in dire need of some like extra love. And then with that treatment, there's also shampoo and conditioner. It's all supposed to be like salon grade treatments, and I have to say it felt really nice applying all of them to my hair. The smell, now it doesn't smell bad. And it's not strong or anything, it just feels very fresh, but it's kind of like floral, and that's not usually my go-to, but I'll have to keep you guys updated because right now it feels so good. I've tried their like Elvive leave-in conditioner in the past and absolutely loved that, so I was super excited to get this and try it out, and I was like, today's the day, because I got errands and stuff to do, so I'm just gonna kind of let it air dry, but feels really good. But yeah, I didn't really do like a before, but my hair's literally been like in a clip or a ponytail all week long, so it was in dire need. It just has felt so like lifeless, and I do think it's just because I did so much to it all at once. But yeah, today's plans, I need to get ready. I need to film another look because I was working on a 3 looks 1 palette and then kind of got sidetracked. So I have that. I kind of want to film my May TBR today because it would be nice if I could get that up like this week. I may start my Bill Hodges trilogy today. I kind of want to film them all on different days. I already have some clips of it, but I do want to like start wrapping that up now that I have the full idea like formed and I've read all 3 of them. I really need to edit vlogs. Continuing that. I have a library run because I need to recheck out a book that I have and I've already had it for the amount of time. Plus there's a couple books available that I need to pick up, so I need to go through like all of my book clubs for this month and see if I can find them at the library today. And they have like this new like Lego like station all set up where like somebody came in and like built like the whole like Hogwarts castle and like all kinds of stuff, and I really want to go check that out. And then I have to go drop off cupcakes and balloons, so it's gonna be busy. I'm just hoping I get it all done in time and I can come back home and do whatever I did not get done this morning, because will I get this all done, all the things done before the library trip and the run to the school? Hopefully, but realistically, probably not.
About that test you got, I didn't ever mean to send it. So you got me in my feelings, I'm so fuck autocorrect. And I've been doing fine, except the stabbing pain up in my chest. And I'm stuttering, okay, I'm done. But now you're gone again. I'll take all your issues, you can have my friends. I don't miss seeing or miss you on my phone screen. Now I save the tissues that you bought me from a nosebleeds. I don't think about you, but it don't sleep. Gone again. I'll take all your issues, you can have my friends. I don't miss seeing or miss you on my phone screen. Now I save the tissues that you bought me from a nosebleeds. I don't think about you, but it don't sleep. Summer days, don't miss your taste. Out in the crawl space, wanna break, still see your face. I just don't wanna be a missing case. Walk in your place, keep up in my pace. Stay awake, that's what they all say.
I'm shot, really raw. What you wanna scream about? Iced out, metaphor, 'cause you wanna bite that. Know you got it. What you tryna get at?
Lyrical on the boat, man, it's my idea. Hit 'em all like a joke, man, it's all I fear. Catch 'em all, fuck 'em all, it's a bright idea. Never heard a ringtone, but now you're gone again. I'll take all your issues, you can have my friends. I don't miss seeing them, miss you on my phone screen. Now I save the tissues that you bought me from a nosebleeds. I don't think about you, but it don't sleep. Gone again. I'll take all your issues, you can have my friends. I don't miss seeing them, miss you on my phone screen. Now I save the tissues that you bought me from a nosebleeds. I don't think about you, but it don't sleep. Those summer days I don't miss your taste. Cause summer nights fall on my face. It's alcohol without all the chase. I get away without a heartbreak. You in the city, you're out of state. Chase you from out, but can't keep up pace. I left your backpack with your phone on the staircase.